take two. This is gonna be a little bit different. In my previous video, I said that I may or may not share a hard day with you guys, and today is a hard day for me, and I wanted to share this moment with you because everybody has hard days. Everybody has hard moments, and this one is quite different. For the past couple of days, I've really been struggling mentally. The self-sabotaging thoughts and, just attack on like your inner self. It pops up, that it's part of the human experience, just to psych you out from what you're actually supposed to do in the world. But today I woke up with it, and I haven't woken up with this in a very long time. When I'm kind of low like this, I don't like to really talk to anybody because I don't want to spread it. Because usually I can be like, okay, I know I'm going through something, but somebody else is going through worse. Or like if a friend calls me up, I really have to talk myself up and be like, okay, I need to switch my energy real quick and then I can fix it. But I couldn't even talk to anybody. I couldn't. And I woke up and I was in a black hoodie, and I was just in the mirror, and my eyes were just so red. I was just like, I feel like I've been crying in my sleep, but I wasn't. But I think honestly it was just allergies. But I was looking at myself in the mirror, and I was trying to like force myself to say my affirmations that I do in the morning, and I couldn't do it. And I was just like, I don't know what to do. And angels, whoever, like my angels told me, like, hey, go put your favorite sweater on, and put your favorite necklace on, just this, and put a little eye makeup on. And I said, okay. Also, if you think about it, color is associated with like a chakra, so I would look into that if you haven't, and also energy, so look into that if you have time. But it automatically helped a little bit. And I said my affirmation in the morning. I took my time. I was listening to my music, and I immediately went into meditation outside because I needed to do it. And I lit my candle because I needed a little bit of extra, and I just talked. I said, these are not my feelings. I'm strong. I know my purpose, and I'm going to continue to move forward. This is just an energy that I know that doesn't belong to me, but if it is my subconscious, trying to psych me out, then I don't accept. And sometimes you do psych yourself out without even knowing. So I always talk to like those self-sabotaging thoughts. I'm like, this is going to be different. This is different. We're doing things differently. And this is why it's so hard. This is why it's uncomfortable. And before the Lord moves you, and before your big break and your breakthrough, He has to get you uncomfortable. Because what worked in the past, and trust me, I've tried. I've tried. Because what worked in the past it's not going to work going forward. So while you're in this transitional period, it is not going to work doing the old things. You really just have to rely on trust. You really have to be able to raise your vibration, especially in this time. And this is why I'm sharing this video, because I didn't have the best vibration this morning. Like, I felt it was just heavy. It was heavy. And sometimes with certain energies that requires you to move. So if you're doing yoga, do yoga. If you need to go to the gym, go to the gym. whatever you need to do, you need to go do it. And I sit outside every morning and I talk to the trees, the sky, and, you know, wait for the wind to blow, and I listen to my music and I just talk. I talk out my fears and I said, this no longer serves me. Lord, I trust you and whatever you have planned for me, because you see all and know all, and any steps that you give me, I execute them at the best of my ability, because I know I'm not meant to struggle. I know I'm not meant to be, you know, anything of lack. So, and I've worked hard. I've worked hard for this. I've worked hard to get this far, and I'm not just gonna stay here. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I've worked so hard on myself, and I know this is not it, and I can energetically feel that something is coming, and it's so good. I just have to keep going forward. And this is usually when people stop. This is usually when people said, Lord, this ain't it, and they just stop trying. But I can't afford to stop trying, because I won't. Because I did that a long time ago, and I got into some situations that clearly wasn't the best, as if you saw my first 2 videos. So I'm going to keep pushing, but I needed to share this with you because I was led to share this with you. Because it is not all glitz and glamour. You only see the good sometimes. You only see the flashy things most of the times. But when you are created differently, when you're created for a purpose, like everybody has a purpose, unless you just have to choose it, and I chose it. So the things that worked in the past is not going to work in this timeline. And I hope that brings some type of clarity, and I hope that brings some type of comfort to you, that you're not alone. You know, we all have these moments. They're not fun. They're uncomfortable. But you're always protected. You're always guided. And sometimes you just say, Lord, I just, you know, sometimes I tell you just to rest, because, you know, your mind's going a million miles per hour. So sometimes it's really good to rest. So that's what I'll be doing today, is resting. But I needed to share this message with you, and I wanted you to see that I can be like this, but you also have to persevere. You also have to be honest with yourself, because those little fears bubble up at any crack in the foundation where they can get in and be like, hey, let's try to like knock her off her game. Address it. Don't let it take over your whole energetic field. Address and say, like, hey, I am gonna make it. I am gonna persevere. I am gonna see the light at the end of the tunnel. I am going to get to my happily ever after. Yes, this is an uncomfortable feeling. It is. But you know what? I'm protected. And I know just right around the corner, everything's just going to fall in place. And I truly believe that. And I believe that for you. So whatever you're going through, just remember, it's just a moment. It's a moment of sadness. It's a moment of uncomfortability. It's not the whole day. It is not your life. So be true in that moment. Be honest with yourself. Address it. And take a beat. Take a beat and move forward. But sometimes you have to take that walk, go outside, listen to your music, work out, whatever you need to do to move that energy. But it's important to feel it instead of push it down. And I used to do that a lot. I push down my feelings a lot. And I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to say how I feel. So thank you for watching again. And I'll see you guys next time.